We're making a chilled Rasmalai milk cake from India. It serves 12 and the prep time is about 8 hours including chilling. Let's dive in. First, let's check the ingredients. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, the base for our sponge. 1 cup of granulated sugar for sweetness and structure. 1 teaspoon baking powder to help the cake rise. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda for extra lift with yogurt. 1/4 teaspoon fine salt to balance flavors. 1/2 teaspoon ground cardamom for a fragrant batter. 3/4 cup of whole milk to keep the sponge tender. 1/2 cup of plain yogurt for moisture and tang. 1/3 cup of neutral oil for a soft crumb. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract to round out the flavor. 1.5 cups of whole milk for the saffron soak. 1 can, 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk to sweeten the soak. 3/4 cup of evaporated milk for richness. 1/4 teaspoon of lightly crushed saffron threads for color and aroma. 1/2 teaspoon ground cardamom to spice the milk. 1 teaspoon of rose water for a floral finish. 1 cup of heavy whipping cream for the topping. 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar to sweeten the whipped cream. 2 tablespoons chopped pistachios for garnish. 1 tablespoon chopped almonds for garnish. 1 tablespoon dried edible rose petals for a classic Rasmalai touch. Now we'll begin preparing the recipe. Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, that's 175 Celsius, and line an 8-inch square cake pan with parchment paper. In a large bowl, whisk together 1.5 cups flour, 1 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 1/2 teaspoon ground cardamom until evenly combined. In another bowl, whisk 3/4 cup whole milk, 1/2 cup plain yogurt, 1/3 cup neutral oil, and 1 teaspoon vanilla until smooth. Pour the wet mixture into the dry ingredients and whisk just until no dry streaks remain. Don't overmix. Transfer the batter to the prepared pan, smooth the top, and bake at 350 Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius for 22 to 25 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. Meanwhile, make the saffron milk. Warm 1.5 cups whole milk, add 1/4 teaspoon crushed saffron and 1/2 teaspoon ground cardamom, and simmer for 3 minutes. Stir in 1 can, 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, 3/4 cup evaporated milk, and 1 teaspoon rose water. Remove from heat and cool to room temperature or chill for 15 minutes. Let the baked sponge cool in the pan for 15 minutes on a rack. With a skewer or fork, poke holes all over the warm cake, spacing about 1/2 inch apart. Slowly pour half of the saffron milk evenly over the cake and let it absorb for 10 minutes. Pour the remaining saffron milk over the cake, cover the pan, and refrigerate for at least 6 hours or overnight. Whip 1 cup heavy cream with 2 tablespoons powdered sugar to soft peaks about 2 to 3 minutes. Then refrigerate the cream for 10 minutes. Spread the chilled whipped cream evenly over the soaked cake. Garnish the top with 2 tablespoons chopped pistachios, 1 tablespoon chopped almonds, and 1 tablespoon dried edible rose petals. Slice into 12 squares and serve while chilled. Now enjoy this incredible recipe with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. If you like this chilled Rasmalai milk cake, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a recipe.